Okay, I believe we are live. Hello, everyone. Megan Taslaman in Thyroid Healthy Balance, and I'm here with two beautiful, amazing women who have trodden the path in the thyroid restoration roadmap. And I'm so I'm so incredibly grateful that both of these lovely ladies have said yes to coming on this platform today, so that we can hear real stories behind real transformations in walking through with me and my team in the thyroid restoration roadmap. So I'm very, very grateful to have both Mandy. So Mandy is from the other side of the world. So Mandy is from Arizona. No, Nevada. Sorry. Is from Nevada, which is Battle Mountain over that way. And Sue is local in Port Stevens. And I'm very, very grateful to have these ladies on. So we're just waiting for a few people to come in, and then we'll start this interview. It's not really an interview, kind of is like an interview. It's more like a conversation. So we've just changed the time frame, so maybe this will be a great recording for people. So if you're coming in on the recording, please do a hashtag replay and ask any questions across the time. Alrighty, so I'm just waiting for people to come in. Just going to tag a few people. Okay. 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 All right. Here we go. All right. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get going. So let me just pull up these questions. So I'm very, very grateful, as I've mentioned. So I'm going to just kick it off. So Mandy, beautiful Mandy, has been with us from September 2024 until June 2025, so 9 months. So with Mandy, Mandy began in the Thyroid Restoration Roadmap, which is a 4-month program, and then continued to dive deeper, which is always an option, and not necessarily for everybody. It depends on what you're trying to glean across the time and what's happening with your health picture. And I'm very, very proud to have Mandy here and to see how great she is doing with her health and wellness as a result of working with us and implementing a lot of the dietary and lifestyle strategies across the time. So I would love to ask you, Mandy, how has your life changed as a result of doing the thyroid restoration roadmap?
I would say it has definitely improved, just as a basic beginning statement. It has just made me more aware of, I think, what's going on in my body and around. I'm more aware of maybe external factors too. I would say it has one of the biggest lessons, I think the biggest realizations I had along the way is that your health is not a destination. There's not just this one place where you're going to be finally all healthy and everything's perfect. It's a journey, and there's ups and downs and there's twists and turns, and you just keep striving for that, just being better all the time. But and it's okay, and you have to be patient with yourself sometimes. For me, it took, I'd say I was sick for a long time, and so it's going to take some time to get back to that better health, and I see myself slowly getting there. So that's very encouraging. I'd say other ways that my health has changed is, I'll mention this in another part, but also just knowing what the root cause of my symptoms were is such a huge, it's a relief off of me to know where a lot of my symptoms are coming from and the root cause of all of it. And that's just been
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because, like we're all different, and knowing you, Mandy, and having worked with you, for you, it's like, you've got all these symptoms, you've got the diagnosis of Hashimoto's, you've had this for a very long time, and you'd worked with many health professionals, and you'd been taking a truckload of supplements. However, for you and the way your brain works, you wanted to know where it all stemmed from. So, that was on its own, in isolation of all of your symptoms, a stressor. Would you agree?
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
dug deep and we dived down and we found the culprit. And, sometimes there is one definitive root cause, and other times there are other factors that overlap. I don't like to say, oh, that's the cause. I mean, look, there are there's multifaceted aspects of our life that get us to where we are. So therefore, there are multifaceted elements of improving our health to get us to where we want to go. So finding the root cause is one thing, treating it is another thing, but then there's all the dietary and lifestyle factors that are actually, in my strong opinion, help us with the longevity. That actually, just like what you said, Mandy, it's not a destination, it's a journey. So this is a forever thing. However, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom, because it's a forever thing where you get to experience more vitality by further implementing and grounding in that new patterning of your diet and lifestyle and the way you do life, the way you manage stress. So that brings me to my next question for you. In what ways has our program, the Thyroid Restoration Roadmap, or specific resources, trainings, or elements of that contributed to your health outcome?
So like I mentioned before, the in-depth testing was a huge one for me.
Yeah.
That I really appreciated that. That was something where nobody had ever dug that deep before to really get to the underlying systems. I always appreciate how you are so good with explaining everything. You break it down as much as a person needs it broke down. I think you can tell, Megan, if a person is only interested in surface level knowing, you just tell them the basics and you move on. But if they're more interested, you break it down farther for them so they can understand more. And that's really helpful. The nutritional coaching along the way, a lot in your online coaching, as well as I appreciated being in the Facebook group where we shared our different meals. It was encouraging, and it was like sometimes it was a good inspiration, good ideas for, oh, there's a good recipe or there's a good meal idea. And it also keeps you a little accountable for what you're eating and planning for your next meal. And just the fact that the whole program is so very holistic. It looks at your mental health, your spiritual well-being, and along with your physical health. So those are the things that I think really stick out to me.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you. And just piggybacking what Mandy has said, like, there's never a one size fits all. However, us humans, we're community creatures. So, I did actually create an exclusive client only group so that my clients can actually share their experience should they wish to. They don't need to, but it can be very helpful, especially if you're the type of person who does well with that element of accountability or support, or just seeing, oh, someone else is doing that. Oh, that could be, yeah, that's a great idea. I wonder if that would be relevant for me. And then we have other elements where, the one-on-one support to really nut out, well, is that element or that recipe good for my health? Yeah, so there's kind of it's like a kaleidoscope of support where, you do it yourself to a degree, and then there's the one-on-one coaching and support that really anchors in the blueprint that's designed for you, which we work out together based on functional testing, based on your own body wisdom, knowing, that intuition, that seed of knowledge where you really know what is good for you and what is potentially doing you a disservice. So all of those aspects we factor in. So yeah, that's awesome. And now you're in the beautiful summer months. We're waiting for summer to come here. And yeah, you're absolutely glowing, Mandy. You're looking amazing. Yeah, it's so beautiful to have you on here, and and participate in this. So I'd just love to ask you one final question before I come over to Sue. And what advice would you give someone with a thyroid challenge, such as Hashimoto's, who is sitting on the fence with poor health at the moment?
I would say don't sit there and just spin your wheels with, you know, Western medicine and someone who won't give you a deeper answer. That it's definitely worth diving in and doing the work to find out what is going on in your body and to feel better, that there is more than just taking a thyroid pill and saying that's it, that's as good as I'm ever going to feel. There's so much more to it, and to dive in and let Megan help you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. You know, because at the end of the day, your health is your wealth, right? You know, if you've got your health, then you're able to function better, think more clearly, you know, have that get up and go for your kids, for your husband or your partner, or for yourself in your life, for your work, all aspects. And, you know, Mandy's even changed elements of her career as a result of feeling better and having that confidence in your body, which is amazing to hear as well. So thanks, Mandy. Thank you so much. Now, I actually mixed up the order of the questions, so that is okay. We're just rolling with it. Sue's laughing because Sue's thinking, oh, hang on, I was meant to answer that one. All good. That's what happens. All right, so we just roll with it. So Sue, thank you again. Thank you for coming on. And Sue has been working with me since October last year. And all the functional testing kind of came in at around Christmas, and Sue was over in New Zealand, and we were doing some, you know, different sessions because she was over in New Zealand. Anyway, we got again to Sue's root cause of her health issues, which interestingly, Sue thought she may have a thyroid issue. As it turned out, that domino, although potentially sluggish, that domino had not fallen. So, but we got to work very deeply on other elements of Sue's health that were holding her back. And Sue has continued to work with me and is still currently working with me and is absolutely improving all elements of your health. You've lost so much weight, you're energetic, you're vibrant, you look amazing. I still remember the day when I first met you compared to where you are now. And it's just, I'm so proud to see you really take your health so seriously and really do that inner work, because look at you now. So let's start with this first question. What were the particular strategies or support from working with us that have helped you improve your health?
Well, first of all, thank you for Megan for asking us on here. But secondly, and I'm going to actually probably say a bit about what Mandy's already said anyhow. I mean, we all have the same sort of experiences when we come with you, but they're all tailored to us individually, which is what is so fantastic about it. To begin with, I think it was the Thyroid Healthy Balance website and Megan's one-on-ones that helped me the most. That was where I really needed that support. When I first started with Megan, was very I would not have done this, let's put it that way. And I think that it was that one-on-one session, those one-on-ones and the website itself that actually helped me with that. As I continued with Megan and working on my health issues, but not only the health issues, also we worked on mindset issues, we worked on environmental issues and a lot of other things. And through doing all those, I gained confidence in myself and confidence in being part of groups like this. And so then it became the support of the Facebook group. It became the Zoom sessions, the immersion sessions where we actually got to, Megan presented, and then we got to actually interact with her and with others in the group. And that was really, really helpful to me. it was not just Megan's support then by that stage, it was now the support of other people. And I think it was that's what really started my ball rolling, is getting all that support. Then we had this amazing retreat day that some of us were able to get to. Not everyone can do it because not everyone's close enough that they can. Sorry, Mandy. But we did. It was amazing. And the energy we got from other people also helped us to take off that next step, to just keep going and to take it up just that other notch. So that was really good. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. Beautiful. Because, there are so many aspects to health. So, if we can cover all bases, and then essentially as an individual, you take on board what you need the most that really aligns with you as a person and as an individual to actually really dig deep and create those shifts that are required. And for you, in particular, Sue, it was that community support and that group session support in addition to our personal one-on-one sessions. So yeah, it's fantastic to see. And when Sue said a moment ago, I wouldn't have done this, what she's talking about is she wouldn't come live in this group today. Yeah, because yeah. So your confidence has grown incredibly, which is absolutely amazing as well. Because with our health, when we're feeling good in our body, when our brain is less foggy and we're feeling more vibrant and energetic, it exudes through our personality and helps to lift and instill the confidence. And that's what's happening with Sue, and we're still working together. So so anything is possible. So that's amazing. So let me just zoom in onto the next question for you, Sue. What advice would you give someone with or without a thyroid challenge? So for yourself, it's without a thyroid challenge, who is sitting on the fence with poor health.
Okay. Before I start, can I just apologise for any road noise and plane noise that might be coming through? That's why I keep muting.
Oh no, it's good. We can't hear anything.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I would say don't sit on that fence. Don't just climb it. Jump over. Join the Thyroid Healthy Balance group. When I started, as Megan said, I didn't have a specific thyroid challenge. I had immune issues, low functioning adrenals. I was pre-diabetic. I had weight issues, sleep issues, inflammation in my joints and organs, mental health issues, and plenty of other things to go with that. I think Megan referred to it as having complex issues that further down the track could have led to thyroid issues, particularly I think the low adrenal and the pre-diabetic, but inflammation as well in there. In the first month of working with Megan, I began to lose weight. It took a month, and I began to lose weight. It was the change of the diet, it was the mindset, it was a whole lot of other things that were helping there. I'm now about 14 kilos lighter. I have put on possibly a kilo over winter, and I know that is going to disappear. I know that's going to start going back down as this beautiful sun starts coming out and we get out and I get out more. My metabolism will take on that summer metabolism instead of the winter. Winter when we're at keeps our calories to try and protect us from the cold. Yeah, I know it's just going to keep going. And the spring summer foods, of course, the different type of eating type stuff. My health is now better. This winter I had one very short cold instead of the constant colds, flus, everything that I would have had, not just in winter, but throughout the whole year. So my sinuses are clear. I'm just feeling much healthier in my body as well. What else? Thanks to Megan and the team, my confidence, as we've talked about, has improved. And I'm now confident that I'm going to be able to get down on the floor with my grandchildren and play with them on the floor for the next until they grow up. I'm going to be around to see them get married or to grow up. And these are things that I didn't believe before I started. These are things that working with Megan and the team has helped me to achieve. And I now know that I'm going to be able to travel in my van and enjoy seeing more of Australia. So yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So beautiful, Sue. So beautiful. I mean, I just remember where you were, and to see you absolutely blossoming now, it's so heartwarming, you know, and that is all credit to you, you know, because I can shine the light on the path, but I can't walk the path. You know, I can help you, and I can certainly, you know, read and organize the functional testing and read the functional testing and all of that, but I can't actually do the work, you know. You really need to do that, and you're 100% stepped up, and same with Mandy, 100% stepped up to really take it on board and trust that I've got your back. Because, you know, if the trust isn't there, you're kind of only half doing it, and you know, you may not then get the result, you know. So this is also really important for anyone who is, you know, if you're sitting there and thinking that I'm going to fix you, I'm the wrong person, right? Because I don't fix you. What I do is I partner up with you so that we work on your health together. But essentially, you're the one that actually does the work. I shine the light on the next step, and support you along the way. And then we've got the beautiful client only, exclusive client only group to support as well. We do a lot of one-on-one functional testing, which is bespoke to you. So we're not going to do XYZ test if it's not relevant. We're going to do what's relevant to glean the information, to glean the most information of what's missing in your health picture, so that we can essentially put the puzzle together. And then what really creates the strides is the change in the diet and the lifestyle, you know, the tweaks, the little tweaks here and there, you know, which often we think, oh yeah, that's only a little thing. It's not a little thing, it's a big thing, because it compounds as we move on with our life. You know, everything compounds, you know, when it all comes together, which is why we need to allow for time. No quick fixes, only lasting results. Yeah, so I'm so thrilled for both of you wonderful women. Thank you again for coming on board. And if anyone that's coming in here on the live or watching the replay has any questions for either Mandy or Sue, please ask in the chat. I'm sure they'll be very, very happy to answer the questions. You could just do an @ and then the name, and then that will tag, or just ask us and we'll pop the questions through. But yeah, like, this is an opportunity. We are opening the doors for spring summer cohort on September 1. We already have 3 people that have stepped up in August, so they get the rest of August for free. And you know what, if you're ready now, what are we now, 27th? If you're ready now, let's jump on a call, get you going, get you all set up, and then you'll have the rest of August for free, which is what, 3 or 4 days, to then really start actioning your health, so that you can be the best version of yourself for Christmas, summer in Australia, winter in the US, and beyond. So yeah, it's about having that delayed gratitude, isn't it, ladies? Like, you know, we can't Rome wasn't built in a day, but it was certainly built over a few months. I don't know whether it was, but
the foundations were there.
Absolutely. Yeah. There we go. The foundations of Rome are built within 4 months, 100%. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you once again. I won't hold you ladies up. I'm very, very grateful that you've come on, and I'm so thrilled to see you both, going so amazingly well with your health and wellness. And yeah, I'm here if you ever need help in the future as well. And Sue, we're still working together, so
We're still
that's
working.
awesome. All right. Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye. Thanks, Megan. Bye,
You,
Mandy.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.